Hi guys, my name's Maya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I will be giving you a book haul of all of the books that I bought in January and February. It is a decent amount, which is kind of why I'm trying to go on a book buying ban in March, but it's not like that bad. Like, it could have been worse. So like, I'm kind of going to take you through the year, like the first one I got and then all the way down to the last ones that I've gotten. And also I have these little things which I wanted to show. This one is in a book currently, but these are also something that I bought this year, which are tabs, so that I can try and annotate, because annotating terrifies me, but I really want to do it. I've started on my first book today, actually. Haven't done anything with it, but I'm planning to. So I guess I should start over here since these are the first ones. I also still have stickers on these, so I'm sorry. So the first book I bought was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I bought it in January, like the first week of January. Most people know what this book is about, but it's like a science-y age gap kind of romance. And I've heard so much about it and I really wanted to pick it up. So this is the first book I bought of the year. And then, that's not right. What was next? Oh, next was over here. Right, this stack. So then we went to the local town center near me, and they had a Second in Charles, and so I went in like the first week also and bought these two books. So this is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. In January I read The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and this is the second one in the series. Very chunky book. Both of these books are chunky that I got, actually, but this is the second book, so I can't really say much about it, but I'm looking forward to hopefully picking this up, maybe even in March. I'm not sure. Then I picked up The Priory of the Orange Tree because it's been recommended to me by everyone, and it is by Samantha Shannon. I honestly know like nothing about it other than it is a fantasy and it has dragons, and I've heard good things about it, so hopefully it doesn't take me forever to pick up. But the second one just came out, so I'm really hoping I like it so I can pick up the second one. And then I went to Costco of all places, and they had some box sets, and that is where I bought this little set, which is The Rise of Kyoshi and The Shadow of Kyoshi by F.C. Yee and Michael Dante DiMartino. I'm gonna butcher some names, and we're gonna have to just go with it. So these are the books in the Chronicles of Avatar series. These are the first two, and I've heard some really good reviews on them too, so like I really wanted to pick them up, and when I saw them I was so excited because they were like $20, but that's not bad for two hardcover books, so I'm very excited to pick these up. They also came with their own little extra cut scene with author commentary inside, so that's cool. And then this actually I think I made on the 1st or even in December. It was an Amazon order with a bunch of my Christmas money, so I think I didn't pay. These are also where I bought the tabs. I think I didn't pay much. I think I paid like $15 maybe for all of these books because they were Christmas gifts. After by Anna Todd, which I think everyone has heard of, but it was a Wattpad book now turned into an actual series and movie series. But my cousin read it and she liked them, so I'm intrigued, and I really want to try the first one to see if it's actually worth it or not. So I might make a video with this book actually. But this is the next one. I think it was a Harry Styles fanfic, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Okay. And then the other ones in that set were two different series by the same person actually, which is the Shadow and Bone series. So I got Shadow and Bone Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo, which is part of the Grishaverse. I also know nothing about these. Like, actually, I could not tell you one single thing other than their fantasy series. And I want to watch the TV show. And I think the second season of the TV show is coming out in March. So I really need to read these so that I can watch the first and the second. But it's some fantasy series. I'm gonna look at what it says it's about. Still no clue. It's a fantasy series, and everyone loves it. So here are these three. And then to go along with those three, the stack is getting taller. I got these two, which are Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, also by Lee Bardugo. And these are like in the same world. They're not necessarily part of the series, but they're in the same world. And so I wanted to get these so that I can read like all of them together if I'm really into it. But also I had bought this a couple years ago for one of my friends, and I was jealous because I wanted to read it too. So I know this one's about like a group of people, so people tend to like this series a little bit more because it's like found family, and I like that. I love found family. So that's all of those Amazon books. And then what was next? Next was Barnes & Noble in the town center, and they were having BOGO books, like paperback books. So I bought 4, obviously. Let me just move these over. So I bought these 4 books, which is The Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams. During Christmas time, I bought the Christmas one, Very Merry Bromance, I think is what it's called, and I didn't read it. So when I didn't read it, I was like, okay, we need to pick up the rest of the series first so that I can read them in order, because that's the last book, or like the second to last book, and this is the first book. So it's about a group of guys, like rich, famous guys, I think, in Nashville, and they have a book club, and they read romances to try and find romance or fix their relationships. This one's a second chance romance, actually. So that's cool. And I think he's a musician, so that's gonna be interesting. I haven't read a book about a musician, I don't think. So that's this one. Really excited to pick it up, actually. And then I got Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. It does have the sticker on it. We're pretending it does not. So this one, I also don't know much. I think there's like, it's romance, mystery, possibly murder. It says, what happens when you mix one accidental murder with 2,000 wedding guests and then toss in an impossible curse on 3 generations of an immigrant Chinese-Indonesian family? You get 4 meddling Asian aunties coming to the rescue. So that just sounds like really cool. And I've heard really good reviews of this book. So that's that one. I say that's that one a lot, don't I? Whatever. Then we have Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. Now I've actually read this one already. It was on my new releases for this year, but I already read it in February. It was a nice little romance. It's a young adult romance, so I think it's her first young adult, and it was really good. I think I gave it like a 4-star, which is good. It's a ex-best friends to enemies to lovers situation, and it was really cute. I really liked it, so I highly recommend it. They're like going on this camping trip thing. The whole book is not about the camping, actually. It's only like 2 little sections of it, but to get like a scholarship, they're competing for a scholarship. So it was very cute, and I really liked it, and the banter was adorable. And then the last book from that thing was Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, which is the first book in a mystery thriller, I think, series. I've heard it is like the Inheritance Games, and that is the only reason I picked it up, because I love the Inheritance Games and I need more. So I don't know what it's actually about. It's a private school setting, and I think like someone died years ago, and things always just weird happen at the school. So this girl shows up and she's trying to fix it, to figure out what's going on. And that just sounds great. We love a curious, a little bit too nosy girl. It's great. And then my birthday was on February 6th. So that was all the books I got in January. My birthday was on February 6th. And for my birthday, the weekend before, because we went to Disney for my birthday, so the weekend before we had like a little birthday dinner with like just like 5 people in my family. And so my cousin, the one who also got me to buy after, got me The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I think that's how you say his name. He's also the author of The Silent Patient, which I do own, but I haven't read yet. So I need to get to that one too. I don't know which one came out first, but so The Silent Patient came out first. Okay. So this one is another school setting, but it's probably way more of a thriller than the Truly Devious book. But people are dying. This student is suspicious of this teacher, and then another person dies, and it just like stuff happens is what it sounds like it says on the back. Also, the cover is beautiful. So, and it's like shiny. So this was a birthday present, so that was really nice of her. And then that same day we went to Target, and I spur of the moment so then we went to Target that same day, and I spur of the moment decided that I was gonna buy this, which is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, because the show is coming out on March 3rd, which is this Friday. So that's great, but I really want to read this before I watch the show. So I bought the book. So I'm thinking I'm gonna read this week, hopefully before Friday. But look at it. I'm so happy I got this too, because the week later I went back to Target and they had the new movie covers, which do not make me happy and do not bring me joy. But this does. Also, the spine is cute and fits really well on my bookshelf. But I think most people know what Daisy Jones and the Six is, so I'm not going to go into it. Also, Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is my first book that I'm going to read by her. And I have 2 of her books in this haul, so that's great. This is the first book I own by her, though. And then we went to Disney for my birthday, and of course, I'm the person who goes to Disney, and I find the books. So we went to Epcot, and I found I think it was in one of the pavilions. It might have been the Japanese pavilion. Maybe. Don't quote me on that though. But I think it might have been. That's like my favorite one. I always buy way too much stuff there. But I found my childhood in book form. This is the My Neighbor Totoro series in graphic novel form. So it's graphic novel, manga, I don't know, one of the two. But I got number 1 there. I got number 3 there, and I got number 4 there. And then when we got home, I had to buy number 2 because they didn't have it in stock. But these are by Hayao Miyazaki. But this movie was literally like my childhood. I grew up on this because my uncle used to watch so much anime, and this was the one that I remember the most. There's this one, and then there was another one, but I can't remember what it was called. But this one was like purely my childhood, and so I'm so excited that I can read it, and then I want to watch it again too after I read it. But this was a birthday present from my parents. And then when we got back home, I went to Target because they were having a buy one get one, there we go, book sale. So I bought 4 books at Target, and then I went home and I bought books online from Target. But that's fine. So the first book I bought was Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I was looking for my new releases basically whenever I went shopping, and this is one of them. It came out like the week I got it, and so that was really nice being able to find it. It did have a sticker on it. I took that off really quickly actually. But this is her newest release in a new series. I have not yet read any of her books, and I don't own any of her books, except for this one now. So I'm really hoping I can get into it. The people that have read it have liked it, so I'm really hoping I like it. But it looks like just a cute little, I think it's like a small town romance. A professor and my camera's crooked because there's a cat. A professor and a bubbly neighbor he clashes with at every turn. So that sounds cute. Little, like, kind of enemies to lovers situation. More like nemesis to lovers than enemies to lovers. And then this one I heard everyone talking about, so I had to pick it up. And this is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Literally everyone I follow on YouTube and every social media platform has been talking about this book, obsessed with it. And I don't think it's a really new book, but everyone's obsessed with it. So I bought it because apparently I'm into second chance romance, even though I have not read a single, no, I've read like one second chance romance, but I'm hoping to get to this one soon too, because like everyone's talking about it. I want to know what they're talking about. So this is this cute little one. It's like they fall in love in 7 days and then something happens. I think they break up, whatever, and then years later they're writing about each other because they're authors, and then it's 7 days in June again, and it's like their love story afterwards. So I think that sounds really cute. It's 15 years, 7 days to fall in love, 15 years to forget, and 7 days to get it all back again. So that sounds really cute. And then I got another little romance, new release, if I can get it, because it's kind of stuck. There we go. This is Just My Type by Fallon Ballard? One of the two. It's a little cute second chance romance too, I think. It's journalism. Yeah, it's her high school ex, and they work in the same, so it's a workplace romance / second chance romance. Also, the spine is adorable. Like, it's got little polka dots on it. I don't know if you can do that, but it's adorable. She also has another book, which if I like this one, I'm gonna go pick up. But it looked cute, and it was on my little thing. What is the little thing? My new releases. There we go. I'm trying to find it's got little quotes and stuff. And before every chapter, that's cute. Also, the cover is cute. It was just really cute, so I bought it, and it was on my list. So you know. And then the last one that I got from that shopping trip was this big boy, this hardback. This is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I've never read a book by him before, but he is very popular. And also, I love this cover so much more than the other one that this book has. Not gonna lie. But it was on my new releases. And it was also in a book club that I'm supposed to be doing, which is almost over, and I haven't even started the book. But it's fine. It's fine. I think it's written in like stages of grief, because like each like section has a black page with a name of the 7 stages of grief, which I think is so cool. But everyone that I've heard have read this has loved it. But also I'm kind of scared because it might trigger emotions, and I don't want that. But it looks cool. And then I had my little online Target book haul, which came in, and that was 4 more books, so 8 books in total from this. So the first one I got is Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. This is, I actually started it today. I've got like 4 pages in because I was busy and had breakfast with my dad for his birthday. But this is for a book club also, But like, I heard this YouTuber talking about it and immediately put it on the list to buy because look at it. And it's about two rival bookstores and a romance between two of the employees. It's like a family-run bookstore and then another bookstore. I don't know if that one's family-run too. But I am kind of scared because one of the people that I watched read it and didn't like it. Like, gave it 2 stars. But it looks really cute and it looks right up my alley. So I'm really hoping that I like it. And then I got 3 bigger, really well-known books, which are The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is the second book that I bought by her this year so far. Everyone is obsessed with this one too, and also the title is really intriguing. And I think she's famous. She's like an actress, so that's cool. But the reason I picked it up is honestly I don't know what it is about. Someone with 7 husbands and someone who has 7 husbands over her life and she's famous. That's just my assumption. That's what it sounds like. But also everyone loves it, so I really want to pick that one up. And then, my voice is going downhill, isn't it? It is. Then the reason I did this whole entire shopping spree was this book right here that I have not been able to find since I've been looking for it. And so now, this is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. It is the first book in a new series, which the other books have not come out yet, but this is the first one. And it is going to be my first hockey romance because I want to start this like today possibly. But this is going to be my first hockey romance. It's about Anastasia and Nate, who both go to this school, which is really big on ice sports, I guess. And so they are an ice skater and a hockey player, and one of their rinks gets destroyed or has something that they can't use it anymore. And so they have to share a rink, the hockey team and the ice skating team. But Anastasia's partner gets injured, and so Nate has to be her partner for ice skating. And it's like this cute little, not enemies to lovers, but like grumpy sunshine. But I've heard that she's grumpy and he's the sunshine. He's like a golden retriever boy, and that sounds adorable to me, and I really want to read it. Also, it's got like cute little ice skates. That's adorable. And then I got this one to complete a series. I didn't really need it necessarily, but I needed it to complete the series. So this is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. It does sadly have a 5 Survive sticker on it that is not a sticker. So that really upsets me, but it's okay. This is the 3rd book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. I have the first 2. I've read the first one, but I want to reread it and then read the whole series like in a video because I don't remember the whole first one. Like I remember most of it, but not all of it. And also I'd want to annotate it. But I really loved the first book, and I gave 5 Survive a 5-star rating. So I needed to add this one to my collection. I can't really say much about it because like it's the 3rd book, but the first one was good, so pick it up. And then these 3 are my favorite things in the world. These were a very unexpected purchase when we got home from my vacation. But she announced that she was getting rid of these covers, and so I needed them like right then. Did I have the money? No, but I did it. And that is the Lovelight Farms series. So I have Lovelight Farms, In the Weeds, which is my favorite, and then Mixed Signals, all by B.K. Borison. This series is my favorite thing ever, I think. Well, it comes really close with the Inheritance games, actually. But it's this cute little small town romance series. There's a 4th one coming out. Actually, I think it's coming out this summer, which is so exciting. But these are the first 3 in the series, and I know there's at least 1 more coming out. There could be more, there could be no more. It could just be a 4 series, but look at them. They're so pretty. I love them. This one's the best in my opinion, but I loved them all, and I loved all the characters and all the romance and the small town vibes. And they're on a Christmas tree farm, and the first one is a Christmas book, but it doesn't feel like a Christmas book. Like, it just feels like a book with Christmas in it. So great. Loved it. I read this one in December and then these 2 in January. They were amazing. Highly recommend. now that our book stacks are all the way up here, we are done. So I guess that's the end of this video. I will be going on a book buying ban. Well, except for books from the library, that's different. I can buy the books that are in the front of the library because I can. My money. Cat. So that was the end of this video. Like, subscribe, and tell me down below if you would like me to prioritize any of these books, or if you think I shouldn't read any of these books. I don't know. How do you feel about these books? They all looked interesting to me, but some of them I did not know anything about. Also, this is my cat. Her name is Minnie Mouse. So, say bye. Bye bye. See you guys next time.